crazy how the moment that you try to change your life, things actually start falling apart. Like when you decide to level up, think more positively, take control of your reality, and suddenly it feels like the universe or God hits you with every single test in the book. Nothing moves, or it gets worse. It gets harder. But here's the part that nobody talks about. This isn't a sign to stop. It's a divine test, a spiritual checkpoint. Whether you call it God, the universe, higher power, the divine, the source, whatever name you give it, it's not ignoring you. It's watching. Watching how you respond. Watching if you are truly ready for that frequency of that you asked for. Because your desires are not just goals, they're frequencies. And if you can't hold that energy, you can't hold the manifestation. The good news is, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to pass these tests with ease. And most people don't even realize that they are being tested. And that's exactly why their reality never changes. But you are here now. You're waking up and you're about to find out how to shift things into your favor fast. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the test that the God, universe, whatever you want to call it, gives you before reality changes. So I will have here the timestamp so you can easily go back to a specific part in today's video. Now let's get into it. Now the first test from God is this. Things get worse. Have you ever noticed that? The more that you try to elevate, the more life drags you down. The more that you focus on abundance, the more your bank account screams lack. The more that you try to shift your mindset, the more chaos hits you from every direction. It's confusing, right? You're trying to do better. You're trying to be better, think better, but somehow the world responds by throwing you worse. And maybe you've been there. You decide to manifest more money and then boom, an unexpected bill comes, or maybe you get a flat tire and now you got to replace the entire tire. Unexpected emergencies, clients, overdraft fees, delays. It's like the moment that you align to your next level, the old reality starts to crawl back harder. And here's the spiritual science behind it. When it comes to your new reality, you begin shifting out of your old frequency. But the old frequency, it's been feeding off of your energy for a long time. So much that it became a living entity. And it will do whatever it can to survive. And it thrives off one thing, your emotional reaction. And the easiest way to get to your energy is through your attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. So don't forget that. And now here's where God steps in. God allows the old frequency to throw every test at you, not to punish you, but to see if you'll fold, if you'll go back, if you'll return to your old thoughts, the old vibration, your old you. This is why it feels like things get worse before they get better. You're not just shifting, you're being tested. And here's the deeper truth that most people don't know. The longer you lived in a certain frequency, the more addicted you become to it. Your old frequency, your old beliefs, it literally becomes a spiritual drug. So every time adversity hits, you've been given a choice. Will you relapse to the old frequency or hold on to the new one no matter what? That's the first test. And in just a minute, I'll show you how to pass that test with ease so you can finally shift for good. Now, the second test from God is nothing changes, nothing shifts. You feel stuck in the exact same cycle. No matter how much inner work you've been doing, you've been reading the books, meditating daily, journaling, visualizing, and still your life feels like it's on pause. The same problems, the same triggers, the same weight that's on your shoulders. And at a certain point, you start wondering, is this even real? Is this manifestation thing just this new age fantasy that I actually fell for? Am I just lying to myself? I've actually been there. That feeling of being both hopeless and embarrassment, it hits deep. Like you're doing the work, but you still feel like you just got played. You even start to question your sanity. But here's what most people won't realize. That exact moment of doubt is a test. It's the second test that God gives you. It's the test of delayed evidence, where nothing seems to be happening, but everything is happening behind the scenes. And here's the spiritual science behind this. Reality is just a delayed effect of a mental cause. What you see around you is not the truth. It's the after effect. What you see around you is not the truth. It's the after effect. So take, for example, a slow printer or your order being delayed at a restaurant. The lag doesn't mean it's not coming. You know your meal will come. You know that that document will be printed. So imagine if your subconscious could manifest instantly. We'd all be in chaos, even in fear. Every doubt, every passing thought becoming real. So the universe builds a buffer, a grace period, a delay to protect you and to test you. And the reason this test feels so hard is because we're so used to letting our eyes lead. We trust in what we see more than what we know. But the truth is, your eyes only perceive 0.0035% of what actually exists. Let that land. Your mind is what interrupts the unseen. Your frequency is what brings it into the visible. So when nothing is changing, God is asking you, will you hold the frequency even when it looks like it's not working? Because that's how manifestation really works. You don't get what you want when you react. You get it when you become unfazed. And the second that you realize that you are being tested, everything changes. You're no longer confused. You're no longer frustrated. Now you're aware. And with awareness, you gain control. So let me show you how to never fail these tests again. And here are 2 simple methods that will lock you into your new frequency so you can shift your reality with grace. So instead of panicking when nothing is shifting, celebrate it. Yes, celebrate the stillness, the delay, the silence. Why? Because if your old frequency wasn't dying, you wouldn't feel resistance. You wouldn't feel the urge to question yourself. You wouldn't be having this test, the chaos, the discomfort, the nothingness. It's your old frequency throwing a tantrum because it's being replaced. And that's a good sign. Treat every emotional trigger like a baby throwing a fit. You don't need to engage, just observe, smile, and hold the frequency. Be grateful for the resistance. It means the old world is dissolving. Now in this method, how would the version of me I'm becoming respond right now? Would she panic? Would she spiral? Would she let this 3D reality shake her? Probably not. She'd stay grounded. She'd know that her manifestation is already on the way. She'd trust. She'd lead with power. And most importantly, she wouldn't entertain the illusion. And that's the key. Don't act from your current circumstances. Act from your future identity. If you want the new world, you have to stop reacting from the old one. So next time nothing is changing, just remember, you're not being ignored. You're being initiated. And every delay is asking, are you truly ready to live in the frequency you prayed for? Now this one is everything. Because if you don't learn how to master your reaction, you will keep failing the test, even while doing all the inner work. And one of the biggest patterns that I see when I work with people over and over again is falling into emotional reactivity when adversity hits. And here is why that's dangerous. Your old frequency, the reality that you are shifting out of, is sustained by your energy. And the easiest way that it feeds is through your emotional reaction. So what does it do? It throws triggers at you, situations, little annoyances, big waves of chaos, just to see if it can pull you back into your old identity. When you react from your old self, you are reattaching yourself to your old timeline. This is where you must learn to practice emotional detachment while embodying the consciousness of your new identity. And I talk more about detachment in this video. You can take a look at it after this one. So let me give you an example. Say you're shifting into a wealthier version of yourself, and then you get a parking ticket. And I want you to pause. How would the version of you, the wealthy, grounded, abundant version, how would she respond? Would she throw a tantrum? Would she curse the parking guy? Would she spiral back into lack? Or would she stay centered, breathe, and remind herself, this isn't worth my frequency? Because every version of you responds to life differently. A higher reality requires a higher reaction. They have to match. And this takes practice. It's not perfection. It's just practice. And the more that you do it, the better you get at spotting this test in real time. And the more that you stay in alignment, the less power the old reality has over you. And even the ancient mystics taught this. And the Gnostics had a saying, I am in this world, but I am not of it. You're meant to move through the test, not be consumed by it. So next time you feel triggered or tested, remember this. That reaction, it's not just about the moment. It's a vote for the version of you you're becoming. Hold your frequency, master your reaction, and I promise you this, you'll start to conquer your reality. Your old world will always test you before you have new ones arrive. Not to punish you, but to make sure you're ready to hold what you prayed for. So when the trigger comes, when nothing's changing, when you feel like folding, just pause and ask yourself, am I reacting from who I was or responding on who I am becoming? That choice in that moment is how you will shift timelines. Keep holding that frequency. Keep mastering your reactions, because the life that you asked for is already on its way. And if you want to know more about this subject and rewiring your subconscious mind, you can check out the information that is linked in the description, where I have so much more information, including a free ebook and more of my programs down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait for you to start your journey. Feel free to message me on Instagram and give me a follow on all my social media, and check out all the new content that I will be putting out there daily about these types of topics. Thank you so much for watching till the end and all the support that you've given me. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!